Have you ever looked in a mirror and wondered if the shape of your skin defines your worth? In a world where standards are often influenced by racial ideologies, I silence prejudice hides within diverse groups. Colorism, a toxic issue that used to divide people from the same race or ethnicity, by devaluing the ones with darker skin tones within the same group. Today, we dive into this cultural issue through its roots and the impact of it within the different societies, and this is the shapes or prejudice. Colorism is not something that arose recently. It is deeply rooted in the history, shaped by colonialism and slavery. During the transatlantic slave trade, European colonizers created hierarchies based on skin tone. Lighter-skinned slave people, often the descendants of slave owners, were given privileges like indoor work or education, while dark-skinned individuals endured the harshest labor. This tactic of causing division blamed an internalized prejudice that still exists today. In the Dominican Republic, Spanish rules mixed the slave trade to create a strict skin color ladder. Um, later mulattoes got better jobs like office work or easy farm tasks. Darker people, especially Haitians and Afro-Dominicans, were put aside and seen as outsiders. Later, a dictator from the same country made it worse by hating darker skin and praising like European looks. Besides, historically in Puerto Rico, lighter skin has often been linked to higher social status. This phenomenon is linked to the colonial times when the Spanish and later United States rule established the racial hierarchy. People with lighter skin have sometimes enjoyed better access to education and job opportunity. On the other hand, those with darker skin tones have faced discrimination and marginalization. Uh, in addition, in past times in India, British rulers built on all caste rules to show lighter skin as means of higher class and purity. This idea comes from Asian inventions and lives on today movies on Hollywood. In the present, colonialism continues to be seen across cultures. In the Dominican Republic, it is embedded in social norms and language. For example, phrases like "improve the race" reflect the urge of paternity with lighter-skinned people to have fairer children, while darker-skinned people often label Indio Oscuro despite African roots face denial of their Black heritage and systemic exclusion from social circles. Furthermore, colonialism has a rising term definitions like pelo malo within the Caribbean and Latin American countries like Cuba, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Venezuela, which is a derogative way of referring to very curly hair, reinforcing prejudice among people of darker skin tones. Also, in many black communities worldwide, Africa, from the East to Africa, lighter skin often means better job opportunities, media representation, and even use they associated with beauty standards. Many individuals worldwide can give testimony regarding the phenomenon of colonialism and how it directly impacts in their societies. For instance, a Kenyan doctor, Nima Araka, who has interviewed, highlight that
In fact, it's very difficult for you to actually see racism in Kenya because we're all black. Yeah. But we do see colorism. We're the same race, but I'm a shed lighter than you, or you're a shed lighter than me. And that is significant in the way that we interact, in the way that I see you, or in the way that I see myself. And so once colonialism ended and we were left by ourselves, even though there were interracial couples producing interracial kids, colonialism still remained. Yeah, took over racism from colonialism, such that now we're not against white people, we're against each other based on the shade of darkness or lightness that we have. And so even when you go to workplaces, if I go with a darker person, then I'm more likely to get picked than the darker person. And this colorism is so pervasive in different aspects of life. Yes. And so a darker person might have to work maybe even twice as hard just to get half of the position I'm able to get, or half of the opportunities I'm privileged to get just because of my skin tone.
as we can see, colonialism is a negative social issue which affects significantly social dynamics within different societies. It has roots in colonial hierarchy, which put this in a disadvantage individuals with darker skin tone, and it unfortunately remains in the present, shaping social structures that often benefit individuals of lighter skin tones, marginalizing and tearing apart the ones with darker skin tone.